He wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A presence both grounded and quietly commanding, a focus that suggested intention rather than accident. Yakup Selim Bağçiçek didn't enter the screen world as noise in a crowded industry. He stepped in with patience, shaping discipline and observation into a steadily evolving artistic identity. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Yakup Selim Bağçiçek was born in Turkey, growing up far from premier events and studio headlines. His early years were defined by education and self-development rather than early fame. Acting was not presented as a guaranteed future. It emerged gradually, sparked by curiosity about storytelling and the psychology behind compelling characters. Instead of chasing instant visibility, he focused on preparation. Training, rehearsal, and character study became central to his foundation. He worked on vocal control, emotional range, and physical awareness, building technique before expecting recognition. That measured approach shaped the calm confidence he would later bring to the screen. When he began appearing in professional projects, audiences noticed his composed energy. There was a steadiness in his delivery, controlled expressions, attentive listening, and deliberate pacing. Rather than relying on exaggerated reactions, he leaned into subtle tension, allowing scenes to breathe. As his portfolio expanded, so did his versatility. Moving between contemporary drama and character-driven narratives, he demonstrated adaptability while maintaining his grounded style. Each role reflected study and discipline, revealing layers gradually rather than all at once. Yakup Selim Bağçiçek's performances are often defined by restraint. He favors internal build-up over overt display, creating an intensity that feels authentic rather than manufactured. Whether portraying emotional vulnerability or quiet strength, he approaches characters with structure and care. Off-screen, his lifestyle mirrors that balance. He maintains a reserved public image, prioritizing professional growth over spectacle. Fitness and routine support his stamina for demanding roles, while personal interests remain centered on continuous improvement and creative focus. As digital platforms expanded the reach of Turkish productions, his visibility extended beyond national audiences. International streaming exposure brought new recognition, opening doors to broader collaborations and media features. His fashion presence reflects understated confidence, tailored silhouettes, clean lines, and modern simplicity. Financially, his progress reflects steady advancement through television projects, partnerships, and growing influence in the entertainment landscape. While exact figures remain private, consistent involvement in visible productions signals strong positioning within his generation. What sets Yakup Selim Bağçiçek apart is discipline. He approaches acting as construction rather than impulse. In an industry that often rewards speed, he emphasizes foundation. That patience strengthens longevity. As of 2026, Yakup Selim Bağçiçek stands as an emerging yet composed figure in contemporary Turkish entertainment. From grounded beginnings to increasingly recognized performances, his journey reflects intention, refinement, and dedication to craft. Rather than chasing rapid reinvention, he continues building a career rooted in steadiness and authenticity. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into global fame, yet there was always a spark about him, a rare mix of intensity, charisma, and commanding screen presence that made audiences take notice. Akın Akınözü didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his own identity within it, transforming discipline, international exposure, and emotional depth into one of the most compelling acting journeys of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Akın Akınözü was born on September 22, 1990, in Ankara, Turkey. Long before television fame and global recognition, he was exposed to the world of performance through his family, as the son of actress Akın Akınözü. However, his path was not immediate. He moved to the United States for higher education, studying applied mathematics at the University of California, Berkeley. This analytical background contributed to his structured thinking and disciplined approach, traits that later influenced his acting method. His transition into acting marked a significant turning point. Returning to Turkey, he trained in acting and began building his career with smaller roles. Early appearances included projects like Matizim Yüzyıl, Kozum, where he started gaining industry exposure, and Arkadaşlar Iyidir, which helped him connect with younger audiences. Rather than remaining in supporting roles, Akın quickly advanced into leading territory. His breakthrough came with Hercai, where he portrayed Miran Aslan Bey. The role demanded emotional extremes, anger, vulnerability, love, and revenge, and his performance resonated strongly with audiences both in Turkey and internationally. The series became a global success, establishing him as a prominent leading actor. He continued to expand his portfolio with projects like Kaderimin Oyunu, exploring complex romantic drama, and later Tuzak, where he embraced darker, psychologically layered storytelling. Each role reflected a conscious effort to avoid repetition and deepen his range. Akın's approach to acting reveals a calculated and immersive mindset. He often focuses on understanding the psychological structure of his characters, blending emotional authenticity with controlled intensity. This balance has allowed him to stand out in roles that demand both passion and restraint. Off-screen, his public image combines intellect with understated confidence. With an international academic background and a measured communication style, he presents himself as thoughtful and composed. He is frequently associated with global brand campaigns and maintains a growing international presence. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus. He prioritizes physical fitness, often maintaining a structured routine to support demanding roles. At the same time, he values privacy and avoids unnecessary media exposure, choosing to keep attention centered on his work. While aspects of his personal life have attracted media curiosity, particularly his past relationship with Ebru Şahin, he remains selective about what he shares publicly. His primary emphasis continues to be on professional growth and long-term career positioning. Akın's influence extends beyond Turkey, with Hercai and subsequent projects reaching audiences across Europe, the Middle East, Latin America, and Asia. His growing fan base and brand collaborations reflect both popularity and credibility in international markets. As of 2026, his estimated net worth represents consistent earnings from television, endorsements, and global recognition. What truly distinguishes him is controlled intensity. He brings a deliberate, almost methodical approach to emotional scenes, allowing tension to build naturally rather than relying on exaggeration. This technique gives his performances a distinct identity. From an academic background in mathematics to emotionally driven leading roles, Akın Akınözü continues to redefine his place in the industry. He embraces complexity, pursues depth, and builds his career with a clear long-term vision. As of 2026, Akın Akınözü stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of modern Turkish talent, disciplined, evolving, and internationally impactful. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.